This is what you voted for on Instagram. The best discoveries of 2024. It doesn't mean that all of these fragrances were launched in 2024. Some were, some weren't. But I discovered them in 2024. I'm going to begin with the fragrance that is beast mode. The most beast mode in this video, I would say. I'm looking at the other fragrances and yeah, maybe one of them, just one of them can truly compete with it. Not that each and every fragrance needs to be beast mode, but this one is, okay? This is Estrella de la Manana. It's an extrait de parfum and it's from NUIT NOMADE. Now, if you think, I thought their bottles looked different. Yes, you're right. They used to look like this and they still look like this for the regular fragrances, but these are extrait de parfum, a little bit more expensive as well. But this fragrance stands out, okay? So we're talking, first of all, like I said, beast mode, very strong. The performance is amazing, but also the scent profile. So this is a leather, dark chocolate, resins, vanilla type of scent. These are exactly the notes. Well, they actually list birch, but do I know how birch smells? Have I ever sniffed a birch in my life? No, I have not. So I get leather from this one. They also list cacao. I sort of get like that powdery cacao, like dark, bitter cacao, but also I could think that, hey, maybe this is dark chocolate. So, and then I get that deep, like dark vanilla. This is mostly what this fragrance is about. Now, that leather is quite strong, so keep that in mind. This is why I'm saying, when someone asks me, is this like a very easy blind buy? Is it a safe blind buy? I would say, no, this is not a safe blind buy. And the first time I tried it, maybe because I was in a bad mood, maybe because I just didn't offer it like enough time and attention, this fragrance was too much for me. I thought, oh, okay, this is like, I mean, I didn't think it's bad, but I thought like, this is too strong. Now that I got to properly smell it and wear it and experience it, I have to say that this is a masterpiece. And since we're talking about beasts, this is the second beast of today's video. And I think everything else except for these two are just normal fragrances for normal people. Normal fragrances for normal people. But these two, they're like above and beyond. Like for real. If you know this one, you know what I'm talking about. This lasts for like an eternity. This lasts for an eternity. I don't know. We don't even need to shower. But we still do from time to time. So Guidance 46 is not that different from the other Guidance, the first one, the OG. I wanted to make a video comparing them, but I just didn't get around. And honestly, I feel like the time has passed and it's already like yeah, it has been launched for so long. People already spoke about it. I don't even know if I'm gonna do that video. If you want that video, just put it in the comments. Whew, this fragrance is so hard to describe. Some say it smells like the private parts of a woman in the sexiest possible way, and in a way, I have to agree. I sort of see it, but like not exactly, like, you know, not the exact same smell. For those of you who think, ew, what? No, I don't want a fragrance that smells like body parts. I feel you, okay? This is like the idealized form of that. It is a slightly dirty fragrance. Just slightly, just a little bit. Just enough to intrigue you. Not too much. This is not a dirty fragrance in itself, but it's a beast. It's extremely, like I said, it's extremely hard to describe, as in you're looking at me, hearing the words that are coming through my mouth, and you're thinking of a smell. And then when you smell it, you think, yeah, that was it. I think the chances of me or anyone else doing that are very low. Very, very low, honestly. But this is sexy. Again, this is one of those fragrances that you need to go and smell on your own skin. Just put it on your skin. You know, keep some clean skin. Don't spray anything there. Put it on your skin. Let it sit. Smell it. Take time to decide if you like this fragrance or not. I got this fragrance from Atelier Materie and I fell in love with it on the spot. But I didn't even talk about it once. Not even once on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, anywhere. I don't think I even mentioned it once. But this is so good. This is called, did I tell you the name? Ambre Papier. It's from the new, they launched 3 new fragrances. I only have one more fragrance from this brand, so, and I really like this one as well. Oop. This is a Cacao Porcelana. It's not a gourmand per se, but it has like this dark chocolate cacao vibe in it. And this is done sort of in the same style, I would say. So it's spicy, it's dark, it's not a gourmand, definitely not a gourmand, but it has these slightly sweet nuances, only slightly. It's not a sweet fragrance. It's a spicy fragrance. I would say warm spicy. It has pepper. You can definitely smell that pepper. There is a certain fruitiness. I think there is maybe orange in here. It really smells like winter. It smells like something you would bake or have in your kitchen in the winter. This is how this one smells. And a little bit, it reminds me of Rosendo 5. So it has that, it has that leathery, like, element. Leather, saffron. Maybe it has both. I don't even know. I don't know all the notes. But, this is so good. It's so warm. It's so inviting. But it's also like, it's pretty dark and very spicy. How can I not talk about Nearly Noon from Define Me and Steph? So, okay, Steph is my friend. Fine. But if she created a bad fragrance, I would have talked about it once and then never again. This is an amazing fragrance. It's not even expensive. It smells expensive. For those of you who love fig, for those of you who like the smell of a rice pudding, for those of you who like coconut, this is all of that. All of those things put together in this fragrance. First, when I smelled it, I forgot about the rice coconut pudding thing, okay? And I thought, oh, this smells like fig. And I compared it to Gris Charnel, not the Extrait, the EDP. So this smells like, let's say, for the sake of the comparison, like Gris Charnel paired with a fragrance that smells like pastry. This is how I described it. Then I read, of course, rice, and I thought, oh, okay, yeah, this smells like, but it's like a sweet rice pudding. Not over the top. This fragrance is not over the top sweet, but it's very cozy. It's definitely one of the coziest fragrances I have in my collection. I love wearing it. I already love layering it. It layers so well with so many fragrances, but the one I layered it, well, the most, I didn't have it for so long. I layered it with like 3 fragrances so far. Is this one from Navitus. This was launched almost at the same time as my fragrance. This is Vanilla Eclat, a fragrance done in collaboration with Chris from Perfume Nest. You probably know her from YouTube or from Instagram or both. So Navitus with Chris. Knowing Chris, of course, I don't know her in real life, but knowing her taste, knowing her style, and the way she described the fragrance, and then I saw the notes and I was like, I imagined the fragrance. I was like, okay, it smells like this and like this. It doesn't smell exactly like I imagined it, but it's close enough. So I thought it's going to be sweeter, first of all. I thought there will be more milkiness and more rice. And mostly this fragrance, to me, on my skin, this is my experience, is a sandalwood fragrance with a little bit of milkiness, with creaminess. It's a very creamy, beautiful fragrance, don't get me wrong, and with a little bit of vanilla. And like I said, these two work great together. There is rice in both of them. There is vanilla in both of them. They're both cozy. They're both creamy. This one is fruitier and it's sweeter. This one is a little bit more on the elegant side. It's a little bit more mature than this. They work together like magic. Who would have thought that tea and nuts work together well in a fragrance? Not me, but they do in Ylop, in this fragrance, which was one of the best fragrances launched in 2024. If you like a peachy apricot type of tea with this like sesame in the background, it almost smells like a tea party. I wouldn't say it's old school, but there is something about it that gives it this classiness. It's kind of classy. I don't even know, like the tea is very delicious. It's totally drinkable, edible, but there is something about it that gives it a little bit of elegance. I don't even know what, don't ask me, I cannot tell you. This is quite the elegant fragrance. It's a fragrance that will not bother, well, at least this is what I think. It will not bother anyone. It's such a lovely, it's a lovely fragrance, okay? It doesn't smell like black tea. It doesn't smell dark. It's very inviting, very friendly, but it has class. Poka. Poka, again, one of the best discoveries this year. It smells like a complicated, complex dessert made with popcorn and caramel and baked apples and other goods in there. It's just very, it's rich, but there is something perfumey about it as well. Mmm. So there is the nut. You can smell the nuts. Okay, I need to slow down. It smells like something baked. It smells like something delicious baked. I'm literally, my mouth is watering. Baked and with nuts on top. There is some sort of like, oh God, what type of nuts? Almonds, maybe not almonds, pistachio, but it's roasted. And there's this baked apple of some sort. And a little bit of saltiness, and like a few drops of caramel. Oh, okay. I'm done. Next. Another gourmand. Guess what? I'm not stopping, okay? This is Mirage Gourmand. This smells like a Danish pastry. With, this time I know. Do I know? Roasted. That was the word I was looking for. Roasted almonds. Almonds. Okay. You got it. On top. And a little bit of sugar. And you just took it out of the oven. Okay, I literally need to eat something. This is so delicious. It's strong. It's layerable as well. But you can wear it on its own. I think these two could work together. They're very, let's say they have a very similar scent profile. Although this is more simple, more linear. And this is more complex. And there is more to it. Yeah, I'm gonna layer them. But not now, maybe later. Okay, let's jump to the next one. Let's change the profile a little bit. So, Wavechild. Wavechild is the latest launch of Room 1015. Now they are preparing a new fragrance. Okay, I'm gonna spill the secrets. They are preparing a jasmine fragrance. It has not been launched yet. It will be launched at Essence at the end of February. I can never say that word. For real, I can never. So let's say beginning of March, since that's easier for me to say. So Wavechild smells, many described it as watermelon bubblegum. I mean, sort of, kind of. It smells like very realistic melon. They list a lot of other notes in here. But seriously, this is it. It smells like cutting a melon, a big one. A big juicy one. I'm not even big on freshies. I'm not. But this, and there is like a hint of coconut as well. There's just a hint of coconut. It's almost like you're on the beach and you're doing this, you're sacrificing this watermelon on the beach. And I don't know, there's some coconut like around, just sitting around doing nothing. And this is what this fragrance is. It's literally summer in a bottle. This year I've discovered one of my favorite vanillas in my collection, and one of my favorite vanillas ever, and that's pretty big. It was at the beginning of the year, actually. I discovered it at Essence. So soon it will be a year, like in 2 months, less than 2 months it will be a year. And the fragrance I'm talking about is Vanille de Tahiti from Paris Monte Carlo, and this is the extra version. They have the EDP as well, which is not very different from this one. Maybe this one is slightly deeper and stronger, I would say. I don't have that one, so I cannot really spray on one arm and the other one, to compare them side by side. But this, first of all, I need to mention, I spoke about this before, and I also mentioned this. This is not a... Some think it's dirty. I don't think it's dirty, okay? I don't think this vanilla is dirty. There are some floral nuances in this. I think even some white florals. I get it. White florals can sometimes be a little bit animalic. White florals can smell like poop sometimes in like certain instances. I don't even think the case applies to this. I don't think this smells like poop. Literally, someone told me, the fragrance smells like poop. It's sexy, but again, test. This is not a cheap fragrance. I'm not telling you, yes, this is easy to love. No. Test it, because even the type of vanilla used in here is different than the Madagascar vanilla most of us are used to, most of the fragrances contain. This is vanilla from Tahiti. Did I discover the juiciest, most mouth-watering, most delicious, best mango fragrance, in my opinion. At least from what I have. I don't have that many mango fragrances. I have a few. But this is so easy to wear. It's so juicy. And it smells like Panaco Tahaa and mango. And some other fruits. Yeah, and vanilla. Of course there's vanilla in here. Obviously, what did you think? This is like I was saying, this is so delicious. It's summery though. It's quite refreshing. It's not very, even though it's quite strong, it's not a very heavy fragrance. You can wear it in the summer due to that like mango that is not, it's also not just sweet, it's also a little bit like sour, let's say, you know, like it has that tangy side to it. The last fragrance in today's video is Vanilla Vice from Sniff. I have a few new Sniff fragrances that I need to talk about. This, I think, was my favorite out of everything that I have from Sniff. This is such a delicious vanilla. I don't think it's necessarily groundbreaking as in you've never smelled anything remotely similar to this, but this is not even the point. This is delicious. This is so well done. It's an ice cream with a cone, with some brown sugar, like toasted brown sugar. And you get this fragrance. You literally get this fragrance. You smell it and you're immediately hungry. I'm immediately hungry. I smell this fragrance and I cannot keep my saliva in my mouth. Literally, this is what's happening. It comes with side effects. I'm pretty sure, I'm positive that I forgot fragrances that I absolutely fell in love with this year, but I forgot to put them in this video. And you know what? I also had cheap Middle Eastern fragrances that I absolutely fell in love with, but I decided not to mix them. I decided to stay just niche in this video because already I had a lot of fragrances, 12. You know, I could have done it like 15 or 20 because I had a bunch that I just decided not to include, not to make this video too long. So thank you for staying with me until the end. Let me know if you want me to make this video with cheaper, let's say Middle Eastern version of this video. Because, for example, we have this one. Amazing. One of the best discoveries of 2024. Okay? We have this one. This. If you don't know what this is similar to, put it in the comments. I'll let you know. And I'll save you some money. Until next time, take care. See you.